Hello and welcome back. I hope you stay with me to the end of the video because I've got some important information to give you. But this is an important video as well because, well, before I get started, let me ask you to subscribe, hit the notification bell to all, so when I post a new video, you will get notification. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs up if you do not. In case you haven't heard, we have two little missing boys from California City. Orrin and Orson West, they are brothers. They are 3 and 4 years old. They were reported missing on December 21st, 2020. There has been searches from the community, some relatives. They have finally searched the Bakersfield area, the woods, and the place in California City where they've moved to. They've only been there since September, but during their investigation with the neighbors that they live around, they have found that no one has seen these children ever. This information, this video is full of red flags. I don't get a good feeling about this, and if you watch, if you're keeping up with this, you'll probably see the red flags as well. Now, the timelines were really off because it was supposedly the police department had gotten a call for missing children around 8 o'clock. The father involved says it was 4:30 or 5, and they looked everywhere. But according to what I'm hearing, the parents, which are actually the adoptive parents, have never been out looking. Now, let's see. At the time of this video, the boys still haven't been found. They are still being searched for. So, I'm going to be keeping up with this, and I will post as I learn things about this case. I will be keeping up with it for you. I want to give you the best information I can. So I try to go with what the media says instead of just hearsay. So let's start with the parents. The adoptive parents are Jacqueline and Trezell West. They did a short interview outside in front of their house, but we really didn't learn a lot that they said, but I learned a lot from their body language. It kind of took me back to the CW, where he was out in front of his house, and at his neighbors. What I would like to see is the mask come off. I want to see facial expressions because they had no emotions whatsoever, which I see red flags everywhere. So, let's see how, about their body language. I went over that. The interview was cut short because of angry family and neighbors. They cut it short before there became any more violence or anything like that. Now, they have had some violence at their home. Somebody has thrown a rock through their window and put up a sign saying, "Where are the boys?" which kind of took me back to Lori Vallow, "Where are the children?" And the sheriff, which haven't gotten to him yet. Family and neighbors, let's see, got into the argument, and there was a video, a security video from the man across the street, and it's on Bakersfield Live News, Street News Media, something like that. And that's where that came from. But that was pretty interesting because they only saw 4 of the boys, and the adoptive parents actually have 2 biological kids and 4 adopted kids living with them. I don't know anything about maybe a police records on either one of these parents. So that would be also interesting to find out. But thanks to the community, they are searching for these kids. Even without, the sheriff said that he has 4 agencies working with them, and including the FBI, but they still don't have enough resources to go out in the desert and look for these little babies, which I find hard to believe. And in these searches, I have seen a lot of the searches that I've seen. They have started late in the day, and there's more gossiping and talking, and instead of and walking than looking, in my opinion. And a lot of people are bringing their kids, and I thought, well, what if they happen to stumble upon those kids and another kid's seen something like that? That wouldn't be good. Or what if somebody gets hurt? You know, what if one of these kids get bit by a snake? Or disturbs a piece of evidence. So I don't know about having little kids out there running around. It just doesn't seem like a very safe or smart thing to do. But like I said, that's just my opinion. But I do appreciate them, you know, as a community coming together and searching, you know. I do appreciate that. Now, here comes the sheriff. His name is John Walker from California City. And he has also done an interview outside the home. And during the questioning, that's when he stated about the 4 agencies that were there to help. And the FBI, the CSI, Bakersfield police officers, and another unnamed source. And during the interview, someone asked about one of the children, if he was aware that one of them had a broken lower left leg. And I believe it is the younger child with the broken leg. He said he wasn't aware of it. And they don't know how it happened. He said that he does suspect foul play in this case, though. He did say that. Back to the search. Yeah, Walker said that they didn't have enough help to, or enough reason to go search in the desert, which I found kind of strange. Now, when the community set out in the desert, they did find a pocket knife, a Christmas gift bag with one of the boys' names on it. And a piece of paper that I seen the, John Walker was there. And he read that paper and he took it, put it in his truck as evidence, I'm assuming. So, and when they went to do the search warrant on the West home, the police had their guns drawn. I seen the video and I thought, in a case like this, why would they draw their guns unless they felt uneasy about the situation? Like maybe he might or she might do something to them. It just didn't seem, it seemed like another red flag, in my opinion. One of the relatives said that they were getting death threats on their cell phone. And I was wondering if they handed over their cell phone. And I found out apparently they had handed over their cell phone. But I was wondering, what were the threats? Who were they coming from? That's something I want to know. And Crenshaw Incorporated is another YouTuber. And she pointed out, showing the flyers that were made up for these boys from the Missing and Exploited Children. The original government official Missing for Exploited Children website. And they were old pictures of the boys. And they were both listed as 35 pounds and 3 feet tall. The same. So that made me wonder, okay, do they even know how tall these kids are? Or how much they weigh? Have they been to the doctor? How long have they been missing? And the biological mother, Ryan Dean, she was interviewed several times, actually. And she has been reported because she put up a GoFundMe for $15,000 for lawyer fees. She is planning on trying to get her children back. Now, she voluntarily signed them up for adoption. She signed them over. She signed the adoption papers. It was legal. So, there's absolutely no way that you can have a GoFundMe. I learned this from Jay on AFC. And you can't do that because it's an open investigation. The children are missing. She gave them up for adoption. She relinquished all her rights. And she absolutely has no way of getting them back. She has other children, but she has not seen these children. I was told, I heard in one of the interviews, in 2 years. And so that would have, I mean, the baby would have been 1. The other one would have been 2. So the kids don't really know her. But I think that would, I think nobody needs to get them back. They need to go to a different home, a safer home, and just, that's if all of our prayers are answered and they are still alive. But like I said, I don't have a good feeling about it. Okay. There has been reward money put up. Greenstone marijuana distillery put up $10,000. A towing company, I didn't catch their name, they also put up $10,000. Murphy's Pools and Spas put up $5,000. So we're at a total of $25,000 for a reward for these kids. Now, the city council was supposed to meet today to discuss what they can contribute to the reward money. I guess they have to check their budget. But I think there's a lot of different ways that they can be raising money. I've gotten to the point where I see this going on a lot, where cities and states don't have funds, or they can't, like, with Adventures with Purpose, they can't drag a lake because they don't have the capabilities or the manpower or the funding. So it's people like us, American citizens who, or YouTubers all over the world, we're having to solve our own crimes. You know, the crimes that are done against us, we're having to take care of. And it's just, it's sad. I mean, I do back the blue, 100%. But I do think that they're supposed to protect and serve. So I think it's time for them to protect and serve. And I know if there wasn't so much rioting and stuff going on, maybe they would be more apt to help. I don't know. There's a big ball being dropped, you know. I don't like it. But there is a Facebook group. I found it. Facebook discussion group. And you can go to Missing Orrin and Orson West. And it's on Facebook group. It's just to talk about, you know, what do you know? What have you heard? How can we help? Anything that you want to do to help these little boys, that would be really great. And don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video or thought that it was informative. Hit the thumbs down if you didn't like it. But I will keep you up to date on anything else that I find out. And thank you for watching. Take care.